But given the events of the last 48 hours...
The horrific mass shootings in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio, reigniting the gun debate in America. The topic front and center Sunday at Democratic Senator Ron Wyden's planned town hall in Beaverton.
Oregonians are tired of meaningless words. What they want is meaningful action. And it all has to start on the floor of the United States Senate.
In the crowd, advocates for gun reform who say the country needs more than words. They want action.
And we don't have to live like this. We should be able to go to our schools, our restaurants, our Walmarts, and not be fear of getting shot.
It comes as Democrats call on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to end the August recess so senators can take up a bill on gun control.
What I will do is be on the very first plane to make sure that I make that vote.
Democratic Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici called on McConnell to immediately schedule a vote. The bill, known as the Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2019, would create new background check requirements for gun transfers between unlicensed individuals. Some say that infringes on their Second Amendment rights. Others say the measure doesn't go far enough.
Hate has no place in our country, and we're going to take care of it.
President Trump extended condolences to both states and praised law enforcement. He says he spoke with the Attorney General, the Director of the FBI, and both governors about what can be done to prevent these types of mass shootings.
We're talking to a lot of people, and a lot of things are in the works and a lot of good things. And we have done much more than most administrations, and it's not really not talked about very much, but we've done actually a lot. But perhaps more has to be done.
Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley demanded action, posting, "It is past time for a full debate on the Senate floor on every idea that can help reduce these massacres." Meanwhile, Republican Congressman Greg Walden released a statement condemning white supremacy. He said in part, "We must all stand in solidarity against acts of white supremacy, racism, and discrimination, and the evil nature of its manifestation in violence." Again, that background check measure Dems are pushing for is called H.R. 8. It passed the Democrat-controlled House in February, 240 to 190. Representative Walden voted against that bill. We did reach out to his people for comment, but they haven't gotten back to us yet. Maggie?